brought to you by Bud Light. God bless it. Okay. Here we go. So I fixed the lights a little bit, which is kind of cool. And I've got us some chords that'll show up on the screen. I got me. And so here we go. So if you look in the key of C, let's stay in the key of C here, which basically means all the white notes. Right? Do you hear that? I messed up the scale of C. So all the white notes. And the reason why that's important is because if we start embellishing and adding stuff, we will add some of the black notes in. And what you'll actually realize is that the blend of black and white, God bless Bud Light, the blend of black and white is what makes this great. And that being said, it turns out that you know, it's a pretty good metaphor for the way the world is. It's not political. It's not supposed to be, but it is literally. We've got black notes and white notes, and we're going to have to learn how to make them play together. We're just going to have to learn how to drink Bud Light. Okay, so if we play in the key of C, if we play with all the white notes, and we want to write a song, I'm going to do this in one go, okay? It's going to take about an hour, so strap in. Get yourself some beer, too. Okay, if we want to play in the key of C and we want to write a song, songs are written in lines. The line of a song is 4 chords of 4 measures. So that's 16 beats, essentially. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. That's the typical line of a song. Okay, those are all white notes. If we look at the Chordify, God bless Chordify, brought to you by OBS. So I'm recording on OBS with Chordify. I'm recording on QuickTime with the video, and I'm recording audio on a Tascam 12. God bless it. Okay, so a line of a song is 4 chords of 4 beats each. And in the key of C, we need to then pick 4 chords to make a line of a song. Chord 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the line, a typical line of a song. 4 chords, 4 beats per chord, total of 16 beats total. So what we find when we do that, so if you want to write a song in C major using just chords that you will find in C major, in other words, we're going to use all the white notes, and we're going to make a chord. A chord is every other note starting on the name of the chord. So this would be C, C major. So the first chord that we have in C, the 1 chord, we're going to give chords numbers so we can speak in music. I can play it right. The 1 chord is C major. The 2 chord is D minor. The 3 chord is E minor. The 4 chord is F major. The 5 chord is G major. And the 6 chord is A minor. And the 7th chord is a bit of a disaster. It's actually B diminished or half diminished depending on what flavor of jazz you like. So we'll forget the 7th chord for now. So essentially, if we're writing a song in C major and we need 4 chords in a line, 4 beats per chord to make the line of a song, we've got 6 chords to choose from. So if we give them numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now you can start to randomly create chord sequences fairly easily just by thinking of numbers. So let's go 5, 2, 4, 1. 5, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4. Okay, so the line of a song is the backbone of a song, the basis of a song. You could argue that the tune comes from the chord progression, that the words come from the chord progression. They will become inspired by this backbone of the tune. And tunes are made of lines, and lines are made of 4 chords or 4 measures. Other ways to do it, but we'll stick with that for right now. Okay, so we have 6 chords to play around with, and we need 4 of them to make the line of a song. And what you're hearing, this is 4 to 5, to 2, to 3, 4, 5, 2. Pretty boring, right? We're basically going to rewrite Let It Be until we're done. One really good song that did manage to make it work in C was Tennessee Whiskey. I'll be on Tennessee Whiskey, you're a sweet Georgia wine. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I'm not a singer, so sorry, but we'll do the best we can. Okay, so C is 1, 2, D minor, minor 2, back, and then minor 2, going back to 1. So your 4 chord sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Very simple structure. Okay, so every once in a while you're going to get lucky and you may be able to make the 6 chords you get in C major work for you. But what we're going to do now is we're going to look at how you can add the black notes, the gospel notes, the blues notes, the notes that are cool. Say it any way you want. The world is a better place when everybody gets along. So let me show you literally how the black and white notes get along perfectly. So in the strictest sense, in the key of C, if we are using chords to write songs, we've got 6 chords to do it. We've got C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor. Okay, there are no black notes in that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at some of these chords, and we're going to add the black notes to the white notes to get a bit of a blend. And in order to do that, in the scale, in the key of C, what we're going to do is we're going to flip chords. And chord flipping, that's a term I'm coming up with right here. There's probably another word for it. But what I mean by chord flipping is taking a minor and turning it into a major, and taking a major and turning it into a minor. Okay? Let me say that slowly. We're going to take major chords and potentially turn them into minor chords, and we're going to take minor chords like D minor and turn them into major chords like D major. Okay. So if we flip chords, it gives us more chords to choose from. So, for example, let us listen to what it sounds like when we flip good old E minor to E major. And there you see our first black note. There it is. There are no black notes in the key of C, but now we got one. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. We're going to use a 4-chord sequence, 4 beats per chord to make a line of a song, the way that we have been doing it. And we're going to throw in an E major chord instead of an E minor chord, okay? And the sequence of chords is going to be 4, 5, 1, major 3. 4, 5, 1, major 3. It is the chord progression from the chorus of Imagine, which was used to start the Olympics in London, so arguably the best song ever written. But this is how they do it. So we're going to use the 4 chord, which is F major. We're going to use the 5 chord, which is G major. We're going to use the 1 chord, which is C major. And we're going to use the major 3. So instead of E minor, we're going to use E major. So this is what it sounds like without that change. F major, G major, C major, E minor, F major, G major, C major. Okay. I don't miss the octave, that would sound better. Okay, now what we're going to do, so those are the basic chords, what's called the diatonic chords in the key of C major. Thank you, Jordan. Taught me that word last week. Diatonic means within the key of. So within the key of C, all the notes are white. We're going to break that rule. And the first way we're going to break that rule is we're going to use an E major, using that black note right there, G sharp or A flat. Actually in the key of E, it's G sharp. And we're going to play the chord progression from the chorus of Imagine. I want you to hear what changing that E minor to E major does to this chord progression. Okay, so it takes it from a very boring, ordinary, wow, I could have thought of that, into something that's a lot more inspiring. And literally, all we've done is we've flipped the key of E minor to the key, to the chord, the key of E major. Okay, so let's look at the other minor chords in the key of C. I told you, we're just going to do it all, because I can't break it into bits. Okay, so here we go. So in C, in the key of C, we've got C major, we've got D minor, we've got E minor, F major, G major, and A minor. So we have 3 minor chords. We have D minor, we have E minor, and we have A minor. And what we've learned is that you can flip E minor to E major. Give us that kind of cool gospel sound. So what we're now going to do is we're going to flip D minor to D major. The very famous song that does exactly that, and it's Can't You See, Can't You See? Actually written in G, which isn't going to help us. But it uses the major 2. Can't you see? Can you see? Oh, what that one? If I did the progression right. So 1, major 2, 4. So it's, again, it's that gospel lift. And we can also do it with A minor going to A major. Pause. If you're flipping out, go flip out, but we'll keep going because it's much easier to do this in one go. So the other way to do it is you can go from C major, instead of A minor, which is the minor 6, we're going to the major 6, which is A major. So stay with me. The minor 2 can be flipped to a major 2. The minor 3 can be flipped to a major 3. The minor 6 can be flipped to a major 6. Okay? Mind blowing, but not really. So what we're going to create 4 chord progressions, 4 chords in a row. Each chord has 4 beats, and 4 chords times 4 beats is 16 beats. That creates the typical line of a song. So what we're looking to have here is a line of 4 chords in a row. And we now know that we can use C, D minor, D major, E minor, E major, F, G, A minor, and A major. So the minor 2, the minor 3, and the minor 6, all the minors can be flipped to majors. Okay? So let's hear, and I'm just making this up. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing a little scaly thing on top. Break for Bud Light. So yeah, we're doing some scaly stuff on top, but we'll get to the scaly stuff second. We are going to do all of this in one go. So in the key of C major, we have 6 diatonic chords. The minors can be flipped to majors to create a nice little gospel-y, raised kind of sound. And I know what you're thinking, what about the majors? Can they be flipped to minors? Well, yes and no. We basically need the tonic to stay where it is, the 1. The 1 pretty much has to stay as a 1. Now we can do major 7 and dominant 7, and we can also play it with a G in the bass to get that kind of gospel feeling. Okay, so the 1, we're not going to flip from major to minor. We can turn it into major 7s, dominant 7s, and we can put a G in the bass. G, the 5 chord, same idea. Major 7, minor 7. Not much you can do to change the G to G minor, but you can change the G to G minor. It's just a little more tricky. I do have a song where I change the key and then come down to a G minor, and it starts in C. Okay, however, the F chord, the major, is one of the prettiest things in writing music, is to change F major to F minor. So we can't flip the 1 chord and the 5 chord, but we can add dominant 7s to major 7s. However, we can flip the major 4th chord to the minor 4th chord, and this is probably my favorite of all the chords that we flip: the D minor to D major, E minor to E major, A minor to A major. My favorite flip is F to F minor. So let me play you a 4 chord sequence that does just that. We're going to go C, then we're going to go to the major 2, the D minor. We're going to change this to a major 2. We're going to play the 4, which we're allowed to do, which is an F, and then we're going to play the minor 4, which is the flipping of the major 4th chord to the minor 4th chord. Okay, makes sense, kind of? Okay, good. Here we go. That's the last chord there was the F. And then we're going to go minor 6 to 1 to major 2 to 4 to minor 4. Then we'll do it again. We'll do the 7th of the 1, which we're allowed to do. Minor 6. Major 6. Minor 2. 7th of minor 2. 7th of 5. 4. Major 2. 5. Major 3. Minor 6. C over G. 1 over G. D major, F, flip to the minor, so we're speaking a language here. We're trying to speak a language. Those are the chords that help you speak languages. If you can see the scale of C as a scale of numbers and each chord coming off each number, then you can understand how the minors can be flipped to majors and how specifically the 4th major can be flipped to a minor, and then the 1 and the 5 can be flipped to 7ths and dominant 7ths. Then you're starting to understand where these chord progressions come from. And then you can put any 4 chords together that you want using that those options that we gave you. So let's go 4 1 major 2, 4 1 major 6 minor 2. So you can literally throw numbers out into the air and turn them into lines for songs, chord progressions, 4 chords, 4 beats per chord. We'll get more into how you mix that up later. But give that a go. Think of the numbers 1 through 6. Know that 2, 3, and 6 can be majors, and know that 4 can be minor. And just understanding how those different variations and combinations can create songs, you'll start to be able to literally just sit down. So let's go minor 6, 4, major 2, 5. We'll go 4, minor 4. So you can literally think of stuff in your head and just play it. I'll do one more just for fun. We'll go 4, major 3, minor 2, 5. See? Didn't work quite as well. Anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you speak in music. Good luck. Go at it. See you soon.